Opponent swaps out into Hypno, so that's not what you want to see, of course. No answer for this safe switch. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP, and if you're a returning subscriber like Oscar Nuno, thank you for the support. In today's video, we are shoutcasting some battles in the Kanto Cup featuring a triple Shadow team with a legacy Shadow Omastar. These battles were submitted to the channel by ErnestoNarv, and there was a mention of Mexico in the submission, so a big shout out to all the Mexican viewers. This is a triple Shadow team, and with there being limited time remaining to TM away frustration, it seems like a good time to make a final showcase on the Shadow Pokemon, give you guys some more incentive to TM away frustration and go out and grind for some more Shadow Pokemon, because they are actually very strong for the Go Battle League. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. Alright, so we have a somewhat risky team here. The backline is of course going to be very weak to Psychic. That is usually okay for an ABB style team. However, as you can see with this lead, Omastar isn't exactly the hardest counter to a Psychic type, like Hypno for example, so there is going to be some issues that arise. Hypno is one of them, and you're basically forced to stay in here with the Omastar. Now, with Mud Shot, it's going to generate energy very quickly, and if you have the legacy move of Rock Slide, which is going to require an elite TM, so it's a pretty steep investment, you will be able to spam out these Rock Slides and beat Hypno in the one shield. But for the most part, it's a pretty rough matchup right here. And if the Hypno wants to burn 2 shields, it's actually going to be able to take Switch, have some health left over. So let's see if they shield this up right here. They do, which is very bad news for this trainer. So not really any good options to come in with here. Both of them going to be taking super effective damage. Decides to come in with the Beedrill and is going to shield up this first move. It's only a Thunder Punch. That's okay. Can they farm down before the next move? No, they cannot. Hopefully it's just another Thunder Punch right here, which it is. Beedrill will tank that very well and able to farm down, but you can see those confusions really do add up. Lapras comes in, so that is very bad news for the Nidoqueen in the back. And I don't really see a win condition here, unless maybe they can get to the move right here, which they're able to do before that Ice Shard registers. That's going to put this Lapras very low, but it should have a move ready as we see some very nice Go Battle Lag. Really doesn't make a difference right there because the move did sneak through anyways. Nidoqueen comes in. I don't really see a win condition here unless they're very weak to Nidoqueen in the back. And maybe if Earth Power KOs here, they're actually able to outpace this Nidoqueen to the move. Is this going to be enough to take out the opposing Nidoqueen? Bang! There it is. Nidoqueen goes down. Lapras comes in, gets farmed down by the Poison Jab. So a very nice win there against one of the most difficult leads you could see with this team. So very impressive performance to pull out that win. Shadow Omastar into Alolan Marowak. It feels like whenever you pull off an impressive win, you get rewarded with a very nice lead in the next match, and that's what we see right here. Opponent swaps out into Hypno, so that's not what you want to see, of course. No answer for this safe switch, and like we saw in the previous battle, Omastar needs to stay in here. Now thankfully, Omastar did get a nice energy lead against that Alolan Marowak, so going to spam out the Rock Slides right here. The Hypno is going to actually shield that up, and the Omastar of course has to shield as well. You can't really let the Omastar go down yet because either Pokemon in the back is going to absolutely take huge damage from that confusion on the Hypno. Rock Slide comes through. Opponent double shields, probably expecting us to be weak in the back here to the Psychic Pokemon, which we in fact are very weak to. Nidoqueen coming in, and I expect probably a shield right here and then commit to the farm. No, going to no shield. A huge call right here. It's only a Thunder Punch. Very nicely done. Shields are down upon comes with the Marowak, but swaps out into the Lapras to catch the Drill Run. That is very nice, or rather I should say the Earth Power. Drill Run is on the Beedrill, and right here still has a shield, so likely to shield this up right here and maybe commit to the complete farm down. Are they able to do it right here? It's going to be extremely close, but is able to commit to the farm down here. Marowak comes in. Drill Run is going to be dealing huge damage. Bang! There it is. Marowak catching the work, and this X Scissor is going to mean that Shadow Beedrill is an Alolan Marowak counter confirmed, taking the game right there with the combo play. Drill Run into the X Scissor, a very impressive win once again. Hypno, obviously in the lead, in the back as a safe switch is going to be very problematic. And a team like this is pretty risky in general because there is a lot of Hypno in the Kanto Cup. So not a team I would recommend running, but you are seeing some pretty nice wins right here. A nice lead in this matchup. Last time they swapped out. This time they're staying in with the Marowak, which tells me that they might be very weak to Omastar in the back, or at least have another Pokemon weak to Omastar, because there's really no reason for Marowak to stay in this matchup here. Going to let this Bone Club go through. It is super effective, but it is a very weak move. They do not catch the Rock Slide, so let's see if they decide to shield this up. They let it go through, Marowak goes down, and they come in with Machamp, not able to swap out, so that is not great, but two good answers for Machamp. Lapras comes in, so we see the Beedrill come in, and Beedrill is just going to spam out the X Scissors right here. This should be a GG, I believe, at this point, because as long as the Beedrill could do some nice chip damage here to the Lapras, Nidoqueen should be able to take care of that Machamp. Nothing from Machamp will really hurt Nidoqueen unless they have something like Payback maybe. That might be enough to KO a Shadow Nidoqueen, but let's see how this plays out. X Scissor comes through, able to farm down a lot of health just on the Beedrill. The opponent doesn't want the smoke. Machamp basically has nowhere to run, so they back out of that matchup. Instead, let's hop into the next battle. We got Shadow Omastar here into a Lapras, so pretty neutral matchup right here. I would expect that this favors Shadow Omastar a bit because of course Rock Slide is going to be dealing super effective damage. So I'd be curious as to how much one Rock Slide would do to a Lapras right here coming from a Shadow Omastar, and it is also stab. So let's see, Rock Slide gets the shield from the opponent. They are respecting the Rock Slide right here, but very spammy as you see. Second one coming through, huge damage right there to the Lapras. They are going to survive, so Omastar going to double shield. If they have something like a Hypno in the back, you need to keep this alive. The opponent actually allowing the Omastar to farm down, which is very nice. And it is actually a Hypno in the back. They do have the Hydro, but going for the Rock Slide instead. Will they shield up? They let it go through. Oh my goodness, Hydro Pump would have been very nice. But they get the guaranteed damage. Opponent does shield the second one. Swaps out into Beedrill here. And hopefully this thing is running only Thunder Punch, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball does hurt quite a bit. They swap out into the Pidgeot. This looks like a pretty rough situation right here. X Scissor coming through, still does a decent chunk, does get farmed down here. I believe Nidoqueen will potentially lose here if it gets hit by the Brave Bird, but Nidoqueen in general does have a nice matchup here against Pidgeot. So let's see, going for the Poison Fang right here. I believe Pidgeot should survive. Are they at the Brave Bird though is the question, because that is going to decide the game right here. It's only a Feather Dance. Nidoqueen survives. Looking to swap out into the Omastar to catch the move. Gives the Hypno a free fast move instead, and the Hypno cannot get to the charge move. Nidoqueen, the spam queen, getting off the Poison Fang, winning that game. Not sure if that was an overtap or if the opponent just did not have the move, but they end up losing that game. Nidoqueen pulling this team out of a lot of what seemed like impossible situations, so very nicely done. Shadow Omastar into a Kanto Ninetales right here. Beautiful lead. And again, another Hypno. Like you guys could see right here, Hypno is absolutely everywhere in the Kanto Cup. So once again, you got to stay in here with the Shadow Omastar. It's pretty much the only threat to Hypno, if you could even call it a threat. Thunder Punch comes through. Going to throw this Rock Slide. You saw the confusion snuck in there, which is very bad news, because that means that this Omastar will not get to the next Rock Slide. That is a big break for the opponent. Coming in here with the Beedrill, they're going to no shield this move right here, and they call the Thunder Punch. Very, very nice. Able to farm down, but confusion in red. Going for the X Scissor right here, and the shield does come up. That is break right there, because they are likely expecting the Drill Run. The Nidoqueen going to have to shield up. Could have been a Side Shock, so that is the reason for the shield. Gets to the Earth Power right here, which will be enough to KO that Ninetales. Bang! There it is. Ninetales gets taken out. Machamp in the back. This is a pretty tight spot here, but if there was one Pokemon you wanted to see in the back, it basically is Machamp. Cross Chop not enough to KO. Poison Fang will lower the defense. It comes down to counter, burst, Poison Jab with the lower defense. Nidoqueen able to get the job done. Takes that game 5-0 in the first set with this team. Seen a lot of Hypno, so that is a very impressive performance right there. So hopping into the second half of the video right here, and this trainer did actually submit the same battle 2 times, so we only have 4 battles instead of 5 because I did decide to leave that repeated battle out of this second half. We got an Alolan Raichu right here, which is pretty rough. Swaps out into a Beedrill and gets met by another Hypno. So things are looking very, very bad. I mean, at least you draw out the Hypno. That's a positive. The only bad part is you don't really have a great answer for the Hypno in Omastar anyways, but you could see these X-Scissors still do chunk away, and that Hypno is relatively low right here and also has a shield advantage. So actually a pretty decent situation, to be honest. Should be able to farm down here, I imagine, after shielding. It is the Thunder Punch and is going to commit to the farm now, but the Hypno gets to another move. Hopefully only another Thunder Punch right here. Actually a Shadow Ball that deals huge damage, able to farm down, but at a very expensive cost. And Muck comes in. This is great news because Hydro Pump will either do huge damage or get the final shield here from the opponent, gets the shield, and now the game should be over because Nidoqueen will be able to take out this Alolan Muck with the Earth Power, and then a second Earth Power should be able to take care of the Alolan Raichu. So not having to shield a second move here from the Muck is absolutely huge. This will KO, and then the Raichu going to come back in. You could see it can't do anything with Thunder Shock right here. So it is going to throw a move. Nidoqueen just shields this up, and the Earth Power is going to basically be overkill, especially after that defense drop with the Wild Charge. Here it comes. Bang! There it is. Raichu gets taken out of its misery right there. Pretty nice lead for it, but did not enjoy that Nidoqueen in the back. Let's hop into the next battle. We got Shadow Omastar into a Lickitung. So, not the best lead here to see, but we'll see how this plays out. See, these licks are really adding up on the Shadow Omastar. Going for the Hydro Pump here, so going for the Nuke move. We haven't seen this land yet. Actually, no, I lied. We saw it land right there. We also saw it land in the previous battle on that Alolan Muck. Actually, no, they shielded it, so that was the first time it landed. I don't know what I'm saying, which is usually the case, so you guys are used to it by now. Body Slam coming through. No shield gonna get to this Rock Slide right here. Let's see if the Lickitung wants to shield this up. They let it go through, so they take the shield advantage. Machamp comes in once again, not able to farm, or not able to swap out. So coming in with the Beedrill right here. Could potentially be a Rock Slide, so they are going to shield this up. They get baited by the Cross Chop. Going to look to throw this X-Scissor. No, going to look to bank the energy, swap out into the Nidoqueen, and we see a Beedrill come in. They are down 2 shields, so I don't really see how they're going to be able to win this game right here, especially with that Machamp likely having a move ready to go, and it might even be a Rock Slide, but they did get the shield here. The Beedrill throwing the Drill Run that takes out the Nidoqueen, and basically right here, the opponent just needs to shield this up. They should more or less be at a move right here, but they let it go through instead, and the Machamp gets taken out by the Poison Jab. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if they were just trying to call the bait right there or if that was a throw, but they do lose that game. Going up against Alan right here. Maybe this is Michael's brother, Niantic Michael, Niantic Alan. I am not sure, but that seems like a pretty rare name to get in Pokemon Go. So Omastar going with the Rock Slide right here on the Lapras. We've seen this matchup already once in this video. Pretty neutral, but it is somewhat favorable for the Omastar, I believe. Surf coming through. The opponent is staying in here, gets to another Surf. Omastar going to double shield right here, okay. And the Lapras swaps out into the Muck. Hydro Pump coming through. Is this going to land right here? Bang! There it is. One hit KO. Alan probably shaking his head right now, not knowing what to do. Comes in with the Machamp and say hello to Nidoqueen Machamp. Poison Fang gonna come through. Is Machamp going to shield this up? They do. Maybe they have payback right here. Looking to deliver some payback on this Nidoqueen for that Hydro Pump. Bang! There it is. Payback in return. Here comes the Beedrill. Looking to farm down. Able to do it. And the opponent with that Lapras left. Looks like a pretty tough spot for the opponents. I don't think Surf is enough to KO. Most people are not running Ice Beam, so it's likely Surf plus Skull Bash. Will this be enough to take out the Beedrill? Basically the win con here for Alan. No, it is not. Beedrill gets the X-Scissor. That's going to win this game. A very entertaining battle right here with a bunch of nukes, but the winner is decided with the Poison Jab. Actually, Poison Jab didn't really do anything in that battle. Sometimes I don't know what the heck I'm saying when I'm shoutcasting these battles, but it is what it is. Omastar into Pidgeot right here. And this seems like a pretty nice lead, to be honest. Mudshot isn't doing anything but Rock Slide. Wouldn't be surprised if it actually one-shot KOs the Pidgeot, and they are going to shield that up right there. These Gusts, though, are doing a lot of damage. So this is likely going to be a Feather Dance, but they do shield it up right there. Doesn't make too much sense to go for the Brave Bird, I would imagine, as a Pidgeot user, but they do get the shield. So very well done on the opponent's side. And again, Brave Bird would KO, so you kind of have to shield there. Anyways, it's like a really weird spot to be in. But Lickitung comes in here going for the Drill Run, which is also a legacy move, I may add. And the Lickitung is going to its move. Not expecting a shield right here. Body Slam is going to take out the Beedrill. Will we see the Nidoqueen come in here, or the Omastar Nidoqueen is going to come in instead? And I'm not really expecting a shield here from the Nidoqueen. Could be a Power Whip, which will deal some nice damage. As you can see, it does hurt, but able to farm down. Nidoqueen is loaded now, looking to swap out into Omastar. The opponent does a nice catch onto the Mew for this Rock Slide. And now the Mew has a pretty nice matchup here, but Omastar is so low on energy that's going to be able to just spam these Rock Slides and able to get to the third one before the Mew could farm down. So that is a huge break for the Omastar right here. But Pidgeot still looking decent in this match. I mean, no, the Nidoqueen just has too much health, too much energy here, I should say, not health. It's actually pretty low, but the Poison Fangs are going to add up right here. This is actually going to be very close. The Pidgeot needs like 2 gusts, I believe. And Nidoqueen able to farm down because of that defense drop, takes that game. Very well done. Some very impressive battles. Thank you so much for the submission. So those were the battles in the Kanto Cup featuring a triple Shadow team. This is not a team I would recommend building. Of course, it is very weak to Psychic in the back, and you don't have a very good answer for Psychic in the lead with Omastar. So it's a risky team to run, but as you saw in this video, this trainer still managed to pull off some very impressive wins, even against a lot of hard counters such as Hypno. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.